To perform the command injection attack, firstly, we'll open up the XAMPP control panel and start the Apache and MySQL services. After that, we need to go to the terminal and find the IP address of the Windows machine. For that, we'll type ipconfig, and here we can see the IP address. Now we'll ping our Kali machine. So here we can see the response. Now we'll switch over to our Kali virtual machine. Then go on to the terminal. Here we can see its IP address. Then we'll be pinging our Dvwa server, which has the IP address as 127.0.0.1. And it is successfully pinging as shown in the video. Now we'll open up Wireshark to capture the network traffic. So here we can see that the ping results are being displayed in Wireshark. Now go on to the Firefox browser and type in the IP address of the Windows machine along with the port number and the host as Dvwa. Log in and then set the Dvwa security level as low and submit. Now we'll go on to perform the command injection attack. For that, first we'll ping the Windows virtual machine to see if it's connected. So as we can see that the ping results are being displayed here. Now we'll go on and type the command for host name. So the host name is displayed at the end. That is for the Windows machine. Now in this command, who am I? It gives the username. Then we can also find the IP address of Windows machine using ipconfig. Here's the IP address. We can also use echo command to display the output. So we can see you have been hacked here, which we have passed the arguments in the echo command. So now here we can see the network traffic captured in Wireshark, which includes the source address, the destination along with the protocol, and the lengths. Thank you.
Today I'm going to do SQL injection and insecure captcha on Dvwa. So first let's start our XAMPP server. We have to turn on our Apache server and MySQL server in XAMPP control panel and then minimize it. Now let's check the IP address of our Windows machine. Now let's try to ping our Kali machine in our Windows. So the command is ping 10.10.10.8. That is the IP address of our Kali machine. So we can see it's sending packets with 0% packet loss. Okay, now let's move to our Kali machine. Firstly, we will start our Wireshark to capture the packets, what all packets are going and what all packets are coming from Windows to Kali or Kali to Windows. Now let's start our DVWA on our Kali machine. We will write the IP address of our Windows machine and the port number and then DVWA and enter. We are going to log in DVWA using our account. In DVWA, first we will change the security from impossible to low, and now we have to submit this. Then we will do SQL injection. Here we can see the user ID and then a submit button. First we will see the help if it gives us any hint. Okay, now let's close this. Let's try to take some output. First I'll enter 1 and it will show the first name and surname. Then I'll enter 2. It will also show the ID 2's first name and surname, that is Jordan Brown. Then we will do insert a query, but it says you have an error in your SQL syntax. That means our syntax was wrong. Now we'll try another query. That is 101. This is a condition which is always true. Let's try this and submit. It shows the first name and the surname of all the users present in the database. Now we are going to use another query which is going to give us the username and password of all the users. The command is union select user password from table name users. Then we are going to submit. So here we can see the first name and the surname. The surname are the hash values. These are the password whose hash values we are getting, and we can get the password from these hash values using any other tool. And this is the capturing of the packets, like this is the source, the destination, the protocol and the information while performing our task. Source is like 10.10.10.8, which is our Kali machine. 10.10.10.7 is our Windows machine, and these are the protocols that we have used and the information. So now let's move to the another attack, which is insecure captcha. I have already configured this. I have already set up the captcha using my account. So let's test. I am first going to give a new password and then confirm password. Then I'm not a robot, then change. Update it. As we can see, you have passed the captcha. Click the button to confirm your changes. Change. So the password is successfully changed. Hence, this attack is also performed successfully. Now my partner will one more thing. This is the capture network capture during the insecure captcha. As we can see, Windows to Kali and Kali to Windows.
So basically, starting with the DOM based cross-site scripting attack, first we turn on the Apache and MySQL server from XAMPP server, then from the Windows 10, which is our victim machine. So next we did open the command prompt where we run the ipconfig command to find out the IP address of the window 10, which is 10.10.10.7, and we run ping command to connect both Kali Linux and Windows 10 together. As you can see now it's connected. So next we run into the Kali Linux where we search for the Wireshark tool. As you can see now, from Wireshark we captured all the events which are going on the victim machine by running the any command. So the next step, we went to the browser from the Kali Linux, which is our defender machine, and typed the localhost IP address with port 8080, and we went to the Dvwa setup page where we select the security to the low level, and then we submitted it. After submitting it, we went to cross-site scripting attack and select the language as French, and then we run the inspect command to find out the inspection. And from the inspection tool, we went to the option value. As you can see in this video, it's below the French option, and then we just type the exploit word in the space of dash and hit enter. So the next step, we are going to change the disabled value to the script value. We are here injecting the script command by typing the script as you can see now. We type script with the script dot with the script alert and the command which we want to see by hacking the window. As I typed here Jasprit hacked, so then we enter the when we hit the enter word, and now we are going to change the language with the exploit, and then we went to select menu from where we are going to change the default value to script alert jasprit.hacked, and then we enter the script and hit the run enter button. So you can see now the IP address with 10.10.10.7 with port 8080 was hacked with the Jasprit hacked, and from Wireshark we are able to capture the hacked machine with the name of Jasprit hacked. As you can see this the IP address with the TCP port. So here is our result that the victim machine get hacked by the following IP address.
Now we will perform brute force attack with burp suite. Firstly, we need to install and configure XAMPP server and DVW on Windows 10. Turn on the Apache and MySQL server. Then check on the internet the local host with 8080 port number. Now go to DVWA, log in with admin and a password. It's working. Now we need to install the burp suite on the Kali machine. Download the burp suite pro version, that is a file available on the github.com. The link is given below. I already downloaded that. Go to the directory where you have downloading the burp suite, the folder. This is the setup file that you need to install through terminal. Try using this command to install the setup file of burp suite. It will take some time to install. Meanwhile, we will add Foxy proxy on the add-ons. Type Foxy proxy. I already installed it. Go to the option of Foxy proxy and here we see that this is a pro version which is licensed, so we can use this pro version. Start the burp suite. Here we in the setting put the title name HTTP and the port number, then save. I already did that. Now go to the settings. Go to the settings of the burp suite from proxy options and add here 127.0.1 with 8080 port number. Same do as on the Firefox settings. Put the manual proxy here and port number. Click OK. Then you need to download the CA certificate from the burp suite HTML and install it in the Firefox setting. Now turn on the intruder. Now turn on the interception. Log into the local host of the Windows 10. Here you can see that when we turn on the interception, it detected the HTML. Try to log into Dvwa. Username, admin and password. Here we will change the security level to low, and then we try brute force attack. I just put the random username and password, then turn on again the interception. Now you need to click on the login button. See, it detects the details, username and password and every values. Now send this file to intruder. You see the intruder option is blinked on. Here it says incorrect. That's not the actual username and password. So we need to check. Here are some values that are given in green that can be used as a payload, but we need only two, that the username and password, to set it up on the payload. I added both of them to the payload. Now change that to cluster bomb. First payload is username and runtime file I've selected. I already downloaded the username txt file from the GitHub. You can see all the values that can be used to crack the password. The second payload is of the password. The password.txt file also downloaded from the GitHub. Now we will perform the attack. Click on the start attack. It will take some time because the list of username and passwords are long. After completion, the actual username and password will show up with a different length value. You can sort it and do the filter, like click on the length and you will get the actual username and password with different length. Username is admin and password is password. Type in and try to log in. It will say welcome to the password as administrator. Now you have logged into this page administrator.
So now we are going to perform a local file inclusion attack on Dvwa, where we are going to include a PHP file on Dvwa server. So in this attack we are just going to pass the simple commands to find any root shell information using /etc/password, or this is basically a hit and trial method. So where we have to just keep try passing the commands and get some information about the server. So here I am just going to perform /etc/password. So this is the common command that we use to get some information regarding the root shell. So here you can see that I have successfully get some information. Sometimes these commands don't work, and then you can use the etc/password 0bit.php. So sometimes both commands work, sometimes they don't, but still you have to like hit and try the commands. So now we are just going to create a file for the upload. Now we are just going to create a file on Kali Linux by using a new directory. Now we are going to create a new directory in Kali Linux. So let's try. So here is the new directory I'm going to make. It's LFI, that is local file inclusion. So now let's write some code in here. So I'm going to use nano because I have to write the code. So now I just php echo, and what we can write, yeah, we can write the simple hello word to run and include file on the server. So after successfully creating this file, so I'm just going to make this file in .gif so that we can get that image on the server. So once I have created this successfully, now we have to upload the file. Now just get back to the file upload section. Now here we are going to upload the file. Yeah, here you can see that our file is successfully uploaded to the hackable directory. Now I am going to pass the command, that is /hackable /upload /image.gif. It's not working, but still I have to try it. And after that, this is not working. Now I'm just going to use some filtrations so that I can successfully execute these commands. So just removing the file extension and network all, yeah, and just the code. So here we can see that here is some the code errors that we have to remove in this section. So just remove this and try to execute this. Yeah, here you can see that the gif file is not working, but .php file is working on that directory. Now we are just going to pass the command by using the .php extension. So now I'm just going to use the view command, and now we have to perform the same etc/password to get the code. Yeah, here you can see that our command and the file is successfully working. So yes, this was all about the local file inclusion attack.